All right, welcome back, everybody. What time is it? It's blind trade time. It's blind trade time. It's where we get cards from a subscriber or a friend in the mail. This is from Michael Davidchik. Made some notes real quick. He said he wanted to do a blind trade with 5 vintage TTM and 5 vintage TTM fuel cards. And I said, sure, we'd love to do it. He sent it over to me. He's from the state of Washington, but he's a Kansas City fan. He likes the Royals and the Chiefs. Doesn't really have a favorite team. He collects a lot of vintage autographs. And if you remember, he was the beneficiary of our first ever blind trade way back in April of 2020. So here we go again. We're going to do it with Michael. This feels a lot thicker, by the way, than just 5 and 5, but we'll jack it open and see what we got. Might need my opener. Yeah, 5 vintage TTM cards signed through the mail and 5 vintage TTM fuel. And this is a block of cards. It's more than 5, that's for certain. Well packaged as usual. You may remember the last time, if you remember that far back. Michael used the blue tape and he did it again. Eddie approved blue tape. So let's see. There's a whole stack of cards. That's more than 5 and 5. We could be in trouble here. There's more blue tape. Preserves the cards. There's a couple autographs I can see. Hopefully these aren't all autographed. We'll be in real trouble. We'll be here all day. All right, Larry Jaster. I see him right on top. Individual penny sleeves. Larry Jaster, pitcher for the Cardinals. He pitched, 8 or 10 years. Left-handed pitcher. He won a ring in '67 that year with the Cardinals when they beat the Red Sox in '67. Probably on the '68 team too, but lost to the Tigers. Dennis Menke, we've gotten this card before. This card was in my personal collection. Well worn, if you might remember that one. Steve Menke was a pretty good player. I'm sure he had more than 1,000 hits, a couple All-Star games. Steve Hargan, that's a nice card, 68 tops, great condition. Pitcher for the Indians. Pitched, 10, 13 years, 14 years, something like that. Ed Acosta, beautiful autograph. He didn't play for very long. I've seen people get him back before. He's got just an exquisite autograph. A lot of work with that. Only played for a few years. Ray Culp, whose autograph continues to decline. He's getting up in age, probably in his early 80s. Let's see here. He's 79. Okay, and these are not signed. These must be the 5 TTM fuel. Rick Rennick, Bill Parsons on the 72 rookie trophy card. Rich Reese, Pete Samino, and Pete Ward. We've gotten Pete Ward back before. That's not a flattering picture of him. So that's the 5 TTM fuel vintage. Michael collects a lot of vintage. I think I may have said that before. He doesn't collect much past 2000. So he's got 5 TTM, but what are these? What are these? Dirty knees. Are these more, hopefully, unsigned? TTM fuel. There's Doug Jones on the back there. He's a great signer. All these 2005. 1996. Eric Hansen, Facero, Brett Butler, Terry Steinbach. Okay, all these guys will sign occasionally. I hadn't got this Ricky Bonus card. I've got a little infatuation with getting cards signed of guys signing. That's a pretty cool card. I need to get that signed. Bob Tewksbury, Harnish. Chris Hammond signs for $1 apiece. Louis Salicea, Jimmy Navarro, Jose Vizcaino, and Doug Jones. All unsigned. 95, 96 tops. These look like more 96 tops. Doug Drabeck signs. Doing great signing. Most of the time personalizes. But he's signing autographs, so I need to get that signed. Henkin, Wilson Alvarez, we've gotten him before. Eisenreich, Andre Dawson, Mickey Morandini, Scott Cooper, Ken Hill signs for $3. Kurt, what's that man wearing? I have a request out to him. It's been out for quite some time. John Valentine, Mike Stanley, Sagi. Okay. Paul Molitor's a Hall of Famer who signs. Hey, the mayor, rookie card. Sean Casey, Pat Rat, Gagne, Becker, Moose, Julian Tavares, Rusty Greer, Ron Gant, Mike Leiter, Lyle Mouton, Carter, Hoyles, Blackjack McDowell, Mike Blauer, Jay Bell, Gubaza, Bill Swift, he the 1,000-game Roberto Hernandez, Carlos Garcia, Lansing, Troy O'Leary, and out of the blue comes that 89 Fleer Ron Gant. He knows I love 89 Fleer. So a bunch of, I'll have to match those TTM Fuel cards. And let's get right to it. We've got 5. Larry Jester, not Jester from Top Gun, Larry Jester. Who we got for Larry Jester? Left-handed pitcher. We shall see. We'll try to match him. As usual, we try to match. We don't try to match, but it's helpful to match position by position, and so you can get a pretty fair trade, a kind of a comparable pitcher. And we'll go with Mr. Luke Walker on the 75 tops. Who doesn't love the 75 issue? Luke Walker, Pirates forever, played for the Tigers his final 2 seasons, I believe. Left-handed pitcher, had about 45 wins, 10 years. Very similar pitcher right there. Luke Walker, Larry Jester. I don't have Jasters in my collection. Dennis Menke. Who are you going to be, Dennis Menke, on the 64 tops? Pretty cool card. We have that in our collection. We're going to go with let's see. Do we have? He likes the vintage cards. We'll try to stay vintage. Ooh, I like that one. Dave Duncan on the 71 tops. Pretty cool. That's a pretty cool matchup. Duncan had 100 home runs in his career. Won the World Series in 72. Then he got traded, so he didn't win in 73 and 74. But he won a few as an assistant coach with the Cardinals, that's for sure. Always was the pitching coach for Tony La Russa. Probably won that one in 89, too, with the A's. But anywho, let's move right along here. Steve Hargan. It's 13 years, I guess. 14. I don't know him very well. I've heard of him. Steve Hargan. Let's see if I can match him up. Who am I going to match him up with? Right-handed pitcher. There's that Menke card right there. Let's go with famous person from Reindeer Studios. Going with the Joe Moeller from the 67 tops, one of my favorite sets. And he matched his facsimile autograph really well. Steve Hargan, Joe Moeller. Moeller was set to have a superb career until he hurt his arm. Threw harder than Koufax and Drysdale for those old Dodgers. All right, going to next, Ed Acosta, abbreviated career. What are we going to put for Ed Acosta? We got to stay vintage. Got to stay vintage. Let's see if we can go with a. Is that him right there? No. Gonna go with a. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Gonna go with a 77 tops, Gene Clines. Kind of a won his World Series ring with the Buccos in 71. Started Game 7, actually, over Al Oliver, because the left-hander was on the mound. Cuellar pitched for the Orioles. Finally, we got Ray Culp, 79-year-old pitcher who I'm sure he won 100 games in his career. He had a pretty good career. He's got 36 wins here very early in his career. '63 Rookie Pitcher of the Year. Card number 4 in the set. We'll go with another Dodger pitcher. He likes to stay with that vintage, so we'll stay with the vintage too. Oh, there's. Yeah, 68 Topps Pete Reichert. How about that one? I like that one. That's for the Ray Culp. I'm sure Reichert was. I know he won two. He was 2 All-Star games, starter and a reliever in his career. 70 World Series ring with those Orioles. Didn't win in 71 though. Buccos took care of that. All right, who are we going to get for the TTM Fuel? Vintage Fuel. 5 baseball players, Vintage Fuel. We'll be right back because I need to get my other box. All right, we shall be back. Here's the cards I'm going to get of him for his TTM Fuel. That's Bob Montgomery. We got him back recently. Al, the Mad Hungarian Habrowski, is very early in his career. Bert Campaneris with that beautiful A's. I think he charges, so I'm going to put extra down Maxville. Vern Law does charge $8 a card, and Sudden Sam McDowell charges $5 per card. So we're going to throw some more in there. We got a Bobby Valentine card and a Barry Foote card. We're not going to give Michael a money job here where he's got to pay for him. So he's got 5 freebies and 3 pays, but they're all good vintage cards. That'll match up for his 5 vintage cards. So I'm getting these 5 vintage TTM Fuels. He's getting these 8 vintage TTM Fuel. He's getting Pete Reichert. I'm getting Ray Culp. He's getting Gene Kleins. I'm getting Ed Acosta. He's getting Joe Moeller. I'm getting Steve Hargan. He's getting Dave Duncan. I'm getting Dennis Menke. He's getting Luke Walker, and I'm getting Larry Jaster. And then I'll send him a bunch of newer TTM Fuel for his collection and for his TTM Seek sought-after guys. Send him a whole bunch of cards that I have to the willing signers, ready and willing. Hey, all right, that's ending. What'd you think of it? Give me a thumbs up if you like blind trades. It's blind trade time. What do you think down below? Give me a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'll leave a 1-click subscription right there. And I'll leave the past blind trade right there in case you missed it the first time. You can 1-click and watch it. And if you already watched it and want to see it again, you can 1-click and watch it for the second or third or fourth time. Thanks for being with me today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.